everybody, I'm MsOUTATIME and welcome to the very first and possibly the last tutorial I am ever going to do in The Sims 4. Today I'm going to go through the process of making bread. I've borrowed Don Lothario here. He's going to be the sim that we go through this with. And, well, essentially I'm just going to go through the basics of what you need. First, you're going to need a surface, any kitchen surface will do. You're going to need a cooker and you're going to need a fridge. And you're also going to need the Get to Work expansion, because with the Get to Work expansion comes the baking skill. So we're just going to go on here, bake. You get this nice little pop-up that comes here, and you need 2 simoleons at least in your inventory, in your household bank, I guess, bank account, to be able to make bread. And the option that we're going with here is breadsticks. There are some more options as you level up the baking skill, and I will show you those shortly. So we're just going to set Don to work. Click here. He's going to get to work and press play, and he's going to, as you see, he's going to go in the fridge here. He's got his eggs, flour and butter out, and he's going to combine them on the side. Now, you may be thinking, this is a bit silly. We know how to make bread. It's quite a simple thing to do. And of course, you are right. If you have played The Sims, you will be aware that making bread is possibly, if you have Get to Work, it is possibly the simplest thing you can do. One of the simplest things. Cooking anything, essentially, is pretty simple, and it is pretty vital to your needs, because you need to feed yourself. However, I'm making this video to make a point, and that point is that you should never ever be afraid to ask what you feel is a silly question, because if you aren't used to a game, if you haven't played a game very much, you may not be familiar with the basics. So for instance, if you were playing a game like Minecraft and your playing style wasn't the way that you play, well, okay, I'm going to stop being vague. Oh, Don's made his bread. Let's call everyone to the meal, and we're all going to eat some. Everyone in the household is going to eat some bread. Everyone's late for work. Just ignore that. So, as I was saying, I was recently, late at night, playing Minecraft on the PS4. I'm not a big Minecrafter. It's not something, I mean, I love the game, I love Minecraft. It's not a game that I play very often, and I'm not 100% familiar with the workings of it. And my playing style on Minecraft leans more towards playing on peaceful mode and building, just building things like castles and Pokemon and stuff like that. That is how I play Minecraft. Everybody has a different playing style. That is mine. However, this night, I was playing Minecraft on the PS4, and I decided to go with something different. And I had a lot of seeds. I had a stack of seeds, so I decided to plant them, and I wasn't aware at that point on how I would create bread from this seeds that grew. They grew into wheat, and I wasn't aware of how to make bread. It's not something I've ever made before in Minecraft, not something that I've been interested in making before, because if you play in peaceful and creative mode, your hunger bar doesn't deplete. So anyway, Ryan was doing a live stream, I was live stream of Minecraft as well, and I was watching the live stream, to give my support to my other half. And so I asked in the chat, how do you make bread? And this caused much hilarity with the people that were viewing and the guy that he was streaming with. And yeah, they're not bad guys. They did laugh, and I was made to feel a bit silly. And I'm making this tutorial as a point. You should never ever feel silly to ask questions. You should never feel intimidated by people that are streaming or making content on the internet. You should never feel intimidated. You should never feel silly to ask questions. And yeah, that's essentially the point here. So now Don's made his bread. He's had a couple of servings, and he's had his breadsticks. Now I'm going to just show you the different options for bread that there are. So in order to do that, we're going to max Don's baking skill. Now, it is a very slow burn of a skill, so I'm just going to go and fill in this handy dandy cheat here. So you have to turn testing cheats on, and then I've already copied and pasted this, but I will get it in the description below so you can copy and paste this into your games too if you decide you want to do this. So Don has maxed the baking skill. We're so proud of him, such an achievement. Okay, and now we're going to go bake, and here you can see there is bread there. It was level 2. We probably could have done that if we'd had him bake a bit more, but right, no, don't go and talk to people. See, this is the thing about Sims. They don't always do what you tell them to do. Oh, look at the girls here, waiting for the next serving of bread. Don's going to go and make some actual bread, a loaf of bread. He has his eggs, flour and milk, and he is, yes, making that bread. Now, I'm just going to show through some other options for bread because it gets quite fancy. So, whole wheat loaf, bagels if you fancy that, cheesy bread, sourdough loaf, carrot bread if you have a carrot, potato bread if you have a potato, bread pudding if you know you're into that, banana bread if you have a plantain, artisan herb bread. Oh, I'm actually quite interested in this. I haven't seen the options if you max the baking skill. So yes, essentially there you go. There is a lot of bread to be made, much more complicated than 3 wheat in a line in Minecraft. So yeah, I think I'm going to end that there. I think I've made my point. I think you're all the people that laughed at me are suitably chastised. And yeah, again, to anybody out there, never feel silly, ashamed, or intimidated to ask these silly questions, because you know everybody started somewhere and we're all learning and we're all this big beautiful community. And yeah. So yeah, I'm going to end it there. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make bread. If you did, please consider giving it a like. I always appreciate any comments, feedback or suggestions you have for me. And if you would like to be notified of when, well, no. If you would like to be notified of when my next video goes live, then please subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching. Bye! Thank you for watching this tutorial on how to make bread. That's not how I do my outro. Can somebody make a tutorial on how I do my outro? Because I can't do that either.